The judge in Donald Trump's civil trial has now issued a ruling in that civil fraud case. Teams are currently reading through all the details right now. The decision could cost the former president hundreds of millions of dollars and potentially wipe out the family business from New York. Let's take it straight to our David Mirror.
The former president and his sons for the exaggeration of the values of their real estate holdings in order to receive benefits for loans and insurance purposes.
Let's start by grounding this discussion in reality, because a lot of commentary around Trump's legal situation mixes real judicial defeats with exaggerated conclusions about what those defeats actually accomplish. Donald Trump has absolutely suffered serious losses in court. These losses are not symbolic. They are not trivial. They affect his finances, his business operations, and his policy agenda in concrete ways. But none of them end his presidency, strip him of power, or deliver the kind of final decisive blow that dramatic commentary often suggests. Understanding that distinction matters if we want to evaluate Trump's position honestly rather than emotionally. One of the most consequential rulings against Trump came out of New York in the civil fraud case brought by the state attorney general. In February 2024, the court found that Trump and his companies had engaged in persistent systematic fraud over many years. This was not a close call. The judge we know, Letitia James, had asked for $370 million in damages. What did the judge rule? So far, David, our team's quickly done some math. It appears the former president is on the hook for $354 million, obviously below what Letitia James was seeking after these months of proceedings that happened in downtown Manhattan, but nevertheless a significant amount of money. David, as our team is pouring through. His language was unusually blunt. He wrote that Trump's conduct shocks the conscience, emphasizing that the fraud was not accidental, isolated, or technical in nature. It was deliberate, repeated, and central to how Trump conducted business. The court found that Trump had routinely inflated the value of his assets in order to secure better loan terms and insurance rates. Properties such as Mar-a-Lago, luxury apartments, golf courses, and other holdings were assigned values that bore little resemblance to reality. These were not small discrepancies. They were massive exaggerations designed to mislead banks and insurers. The court concluded that Trump showed no remorse and would likely continue engaging in this behavior without strict oversight. The financial penalty imposed was enormous. Trump was ordered to pay approximately $355 million in discouragement, representing money the court determined he gained through fraudulent practices. For most people or businesses, that amount would be catastrophic. Even for someone with Trump's resources, it represents a serious threat to liquidity, long-term financial planning, and business stability. Paying such a judgment requires selling assets, refinancing, or restructuring in ways that fundamentally alter how a business operates. But the ruling went beyond money. The court imposed years of independent oversight on the Trump organization. A compliance monitor was installed with access to internal records and authority to ensure accurate financial reporting going forward. This kind of court supervision is deeply intrusive. It strips a business of autonomy and places its operations under continuous external scrutiny. The court also restricted how the Trump organization can conduct business in New York, a critical market for Trump's real estate empire. These limitations affect Trump's ability to obtain loans, enter transactions, and operate freely in the state where much of his brand was built. Taken together, this ruling is a major Donald Trump and the staggering fine. A judge in New York finding Trump $355 million in his civil fraud case for exaggerating the value of his properties, defrauding lenders by inflating the values of his properties for years to get better and bigger loans and insurance deals.